Welcome to Children's Church. I hope you all had a good Easter. What we're going to learn about from the Bible today happened later that same day. So it would have been last Sunday, which we celebrated Easter together. On Sunday night is when the story took place. And I'll read to you from the book of John in the Bible about what we're going to talk about today. On the evening of that first day of the week, when the disciples were together, with the doors locked for fear of the Jews, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." After he said this, he showed them his hands and his side. The disciples were overjoyed when they saw Jesus. Again Jesus said, "Peace be with you. As the Father has sent me, I am sending you." And with that he breathed on them and said, "Receive the Holy Spirit. If you forgive anyone his sins, they are forgiven. If you do not forgive them, they are not forgiven." Now Thomas, one of the 12, was not with the disciples when Jesus came. So the other disciples told him, "We have seen the Lord." But he said to them, "Unless I see the nail marks in his hands, and put my finger where the nails were, and put my hand into his side, I will not believe it." A week later, his disciples were in the house again, and Thomas was with them. Though the doors were locked, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here. See my hands? Reach out your hand and put it into my side. Stop doubting and believe." Thomas said to him, "My Lord and my God." Then Jesus told him, "Because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed." The people who believe, like us, that haven't seen him, is what Jesus was talking about there, or how blessed we are. So today we're going to reenact those two Sunday evenings. The first one after Easter. So I have a big box that I'm going to use for my room that the disciples were in. I have some dollhouse furniture. If you have any play dollhouse furniture, you can use whatever you have. I'm going to set up a fireplace, a couch, and a couple tables. I'm betting that if they had all of those guys in the room, they probably had food out there. So if you want to put some little food on your table, you can do that too. And then you need some clothespins. If you don't know what these are, you can ask your moms or your grandmas. And clothespins, you put a piece of clothes, you put it on a line, and it holds it on the line from falling on the ground. But our clothespins are going to be disciples. So what you do is you take some pieces of yarn that you can use for hair. You close it on the guy like this. You can take a marker or a Sharpie and give him some eyes and some eyebrows. You can take a little piece of pipe cleaner, and there's a little hole right here on clothespins. So you can stick that right in there, pull it out the back and bend it over, and then you can give them arms. So that would be one of the disciples. Now I've gone ahead and already made all my disciples. I have John, James, Andrew, Peter, so I'll set them up first. I also made some Play-Doh, because Play-Doh makes your guys stand up. There's Peter, Simon Peter. There's John. There's Andrew. Here's James. I'll put some more disciples over here. This one's Thaddeus. He's also sometimes called Judas, but because Judas was the one who betrayed Jesus, he wants people to call him Thad. We have Matt, James, Bartholomew or Bart, another Simon, Philip, and Thomas, but Thomas wasn't there that day, so we'll leave Thomas out. We also had Judas, but remember Judas is the one that betrayed Jesus, so he kind of got a little bit broken and he's not part of the story anymore. So we had Simon Peter. Hi, I'm Simon. Jesus nicknamed me Peter. Sometimes they call me the Rock. I'm Andrew. I'm Peter's brother. They call Peter the Rock because his head is as hard as a rock. I'm James. John is my little brother. I'm John. No, James is my brother. We are the 4 greatest disciples. No, wait a minute. Remember what Jesus said. Those who are first will be last, and those that are last will be first. Oh, he's right. We're just the 4 disciples that you probably know, but we're not greater. We're all the same because of Jesus. So let's have some food and stand around the table, you guys. We better put the lock on the door because we don't want any of the Jews coming in. We're kind of afraid of what they might do to us if they get in here. It's been a crazy day, boy, that's for sure. Peace be with you. That's Jesus. How did Jesus get in here? Oh my gosh. Peace be with you. See my hands? See my feet and my side? Oh my gosh, look at everybody. It's Jesus. They all come over to see Jesus. They can't believe it. They're so excited. Oh my gosh, look at Jesus. He came. He's right there. Remember what Jesus said in the Bible? He said, peace be with you, because he knew they would be afraid. And then he says, as the Father sent me, I am sending you. I want all of you to go out and spread the good news. I'm going to give you the Holy Spirit today so you're not afraid all the time. So then he breathes on them, kind of like, he breathes on all the disciples. And suddenly the disciples aren't afraid anymore. They have the Holy Spirit with them and they're okay now to talk to Jesus. So then Jesus now is gone, and it's 1 week later. And all the old movies, they show you the time passing like this. This is Sunday, April 23rd, the year 33. Isn't that cool? It's only 33. It's not 2020 like it is now. Then we go to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and now we're back to Sunday. And now this Sunday, Thomas is now part of the group. Give Thomas a stand here. So they're all telling Thomas all about Jesus, and he still kind of doesn't believe. And then suddenly, peace be with you. Hi, Thomas. Look at my hands. Oh my gosh, look at my feet. Feel my side. And Thomas falls down and says, my Lord, my God. He finally believes. And Jesus said, blessed are those who haven't seen me, but still believe. And then they all sit around and talk about all the different places they're going to tell about Jesus and the good news. I hope you have a good week this week, and take care of yourselves and be safe. God bless.